And welcome back to Alterowitz Gymnasium, where the MSU Billings Yellowjackets picked up a big win here tonight over Simon Fraser, 83-60. Freshman Brendan Howard, a big part of that. 20 points here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's an important game for you guys here.
No, yeah, splitting with Simon's huge, and then this next one on Saturday against Western, if we can sweep them, that'll be huge for us. So we get to go and play St. Martin, some of those guys, and see where we can end up finishing out. So these two games are probably the most important games we're going to play so far.
They're almost playoff level games for you. You almost have to win them.
No, we do need to win them.
Talk about this game in terms of coming off 2 losses on the road and then a heartbreaking overtime loss at home. So a 3-game losing streak, and then coming into play here tonight. What was the mindset going in? Were you confident coming into tonight?
I think we were confident, but at the same time, it's that do or die mode. I feel like as a team we had, like there's a couple of games this year where we could very easily be 10-4 or something like that. So I think it was like do or die mode for us, and we just came in. We had to get it done. We knew it was going to be physical. And Simon's a good team. Give credit to them. They're not a pushover team. They struggled early, but they're kind of a hot team coming into this game tonight.
Well, a totally different game than the first time you played them. You go triple OT, and you both hit over 100 points. This game I was thinking maybe somebody might not hit 60 when it started, but so a totally different game than the first one.
Yeah, I think defensively we were just a lot better, a lot more sound, and our energy was better than than we went and played Simon. I think when we went and played at Simon, we traveled and stuff, we were probably just a little jet lagged or whatever. But I feel like just our energy defensively, because obviously our shots offensively weren't falling as a team, but I thought this is probably one of our best defensive games we played. We kind of dictated the tempo and didn't let them get whatever they wanted to, like they did at Simon last time.
I want to talk about a couple of your teammates tonight. Might not get talked about a lot. Kobe Terashima with 13 points at 10 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. Actually 11 for 11. He hit that a couple toward the end. He needed to play some minutes tonight because Tyler wasn't feeling very well. So talk about Kobe and his progress this season and what he means to your team.
Kobe's a competitor and a winner. I think that's his best thing. Like he loves to win, which I think all these guys do, but it really stands out with Kobe. I think that's his best trait. And he's just not going to give up, and he's super aggressive, and he brings energy off the bench, which is always good for us.
And the other guy, even though Jordan Lair only scored 6 points, I think 2 of his buckets were key. He had a 3 in the corner that kind of stopped a little run.
Yeah, and then the putback.
And then the putback, absolutely. Jordan, again, role player, knows what he needs to do.
No, yeah, exactly. Like I feel like Jordan's huge for us because there's going to be games where he doesn't always get in. There's been games where he doesn't always get in, but his attitude in practice and everything, it's never changed. Like he's always been wanting to work hard and push other guys in practice, and it seems like for the most part, you can always know what you're going to get from him energy-wise and coming out and knowing his role.
Well, congratulations. Big win. 20 points tonight, Brendan, and we'll see you again on Saturday for another big one.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Playing the 2 teams that the Yellowjackets are tied with, a log jam for that number 6 spot in terms of trying to make the GNAC tournament. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, a win is a win, big win. I thought the second half was much better than the first half. I'm not sure if the word ugly could be used in the first half, or was it good defense?
Well, second time in league in the GNAC, I told them that, it's not going to be pretty. I mean, a lot of times guys are expecting that offense is going to be pretty and you're just going to run up and down and shoot. And, they're playing defense too. But I thought defensively, we upped our pressure a little bit, did a couple of different things defensively on the ball screens, and, forcing 23 turnovers was the big difference. We kind of, I thought at the end we just wore them down, but it's great. It was a great win for us. We needed, we've had a couple of tough games on the road. We had a tough loss at home. To be able to bounce back against a team that were right in that, 5th, 6th spot was really critical.
That's what I asked Brendan, because you really did have a really tough overtime loss to leave home, and then you lost the 2 on the road. Melvin Newbern was not playing those couple of games. You really missed him, but again, the mindset coming out, again, I thought even though it was a defensive battle, you were still ahead, even though you were shooting about 29-30% for a lot of that first half, which it's good to be ahead in games like this than behind.
There's no question. We loosened up the second half offensively. Definitely scored 54 points the second half, but we had to play through a lot of some weird stuff. I mean, we had foul trouble.
Yep.
Newbern all of a sudden picks up 4. Rollins picks up his 4. Jordan Lair did a great job of stepping in. He didn't play much last week. Brendan Howard, Swen were outstanding. They played a ton. Tyler Green's been sick all week. Didn't practice till yesterday, so his energy, and then they're pressing him. I thought Terashima played great. I thought Colby, Swin, and Brendan really were our stabilizing force. And I thought Christians gave us good minutes. Zeron was good, and then he got tangled up in that mess and got a tee, and he fouled out. So we played through some stuff to get it done the first half and second half.
I guess you should have expected it, because in the first 30 seconds you had to foul, foul off the opening tip. For
how often do you get a foul on the opening tip? I know. So with all that going on, the 9 guys that played stayed the course. We guarded most of the night, and we finally we needed some inside hoops. I mean, our J wasn't going down at all the first half, and we mixed in some inside hoops, and again, I think we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double figures tonight, so it was a good balance.
Well, and again, you mentioned them real quickly, but again, I thought Jordan Lair had a couple of big buckets, hit a 3 in the corner that Tyler got to him in the corner, and then a putback. It kind of stopped a few mini runs that the Clan were trying to put on you, and then Kobe hitting all the free throws. You had a great team free throw shooting night, 26 of 29.
Yeah. And we've been shooting a little over 70, but as you know, we've had a little problem at the line a little bit the last few games, and it was nice. That really helps when you're trying to build a lead, when you have a sizable lead to finish the game. And it's hard. It's hard when you have a bigger lead with like 8 minutes to go, and they're going to be all out pressing you. I thought we got a nice release on an out of bounds play deep to Swin for an easy hoop off the press. But they got after us full court, and as a point guard, it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to play against that. And they were pressing us the whole night, basically.
Yeah. Great win tonight, but again, here we go again. Saturday, Western Washington in town, the other team that's in that log jam with you. The important thing about this game was you split the season series with Simon Fraser. The important thing about Saturday, you've got a chance to sweep the series and basically gain 2 games on Western Washington. Important night for you, Coach, on Saturday.
Well, it is, and Western's resting tonight, and then we'll travel here tomorrow. We kind of pulled one out. We got it to overtime. We were kind of behind the whole game over there, so it was nothing like we just dominated that game over there. We know how talented, how big they are, but it is important because it could make a big difference in the standings. And same way tonight, we couldn't afford to be swept by Simon, because us, Simon, and Western are right in that 6th spot.
Yep. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Great win for you, Coach, and be back here on Saturday to play another good one.
See you then. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.